Alright everybody, I hope this video turns out good. This is just a walkthrough of how I load the shirt jigs. This is the 2XL template that I made based off of this Jerzees shirt. So this is the first one I built. This is the one I used to create, like I said, the template that the machine cuts out that I send out. So as you'll see, hopefully you can see this, there's about a 1-inch overlap on each side. So the purpose of the jig is to stretch out the shirt to get out the wrinkles and to allow you to press your image and get a good full continuous image on the whole garment. I'm gonna try to do this so you can see. So I normally sit in a chair and I prop the jig up, and you like just kind of get the length off the shirt. So the front of the shirt is here, and I just put it front down on my lap so I can just kind of grab it and cinch it up. So basically it's easy to work with this way. And then I start with the left arm, so I'll slide that over. Hopefully it's catching good in the camera. So I got it cinched up through the bottom, but then I go and I put my hand inside and I'm grabbing that left sleeve, and I just slide that one over the left arm. Okay, and right now I'm not worrying about lining up the seams or anything like that. I'm basically trying to get as much slack as I can over to the other side of the shirt. So first, I just pull, I still have the bottom, my hands up through the bottom. And now I'm bringing it through that right sleeve, and I'm just going to kind of rotate the shirt over so the neck goes over top of these tabs. And then just kind of pull your slack over towards the opposite side. And you can either pull it that way too to prevent that from stretching. But I'm pulling the bottom of the shirt with my hand up through the other sleeve over. And it gets kind of tight, but once you get your hand through there, it kind of slides over. And then once you get that other sleeve on, then you want to rotate your seam so where it's basically the same on both sides. So if you want your image to basically go to the top of where the front and the back meet, then you just rotate that seam over to the front and have it look the same on both sides. Try to get as many wrinkles out and smooth it out as you can. And also this underarm seam, you can rotate forward so it shows in the front on both sides. Yeah, so it's the same. And you basically just slide the shirt down and get all the wrinkles out. You can pull it taut. Just get those wrinkles out. And you can see under the underarm, sometimes it's wrinkled there, but just pulling it and kind of getting it adjusted. And as you can see, what I do, I coat, or I put a layer of heat-resistant tape on the edge. It kind of just helps it slide a little bit better. So if you're doing it all over front and then you want to do a design on the back side, since you have that front and back seam a little on the front, you press the front, then you can rotate it to the back and just basically cinch it over back a little bit until you have some ink showing there, and then you would get the wrinkles out on the back side. Just pull it taut. That way, whenever you get to the part where you're going to press your design there, it'll overlap a little bit of what you did in the front. You won't get that white seam there. And the same with the underarms. You just want to cinch that around so the ink from that front side you just did is showing a little bit on the back side that you're about to do. And of course, just make sure everything's laid out flat like that. Get all the wrinkles out of here. Like that. Alright. And it may help once you get to your jig to kind of pre-press it at 400 for like 5 seconds, and make sure, depending on the size of your heat press, just make sure you cover the whole surface area, because that'll get any moisture that's in the wood out of it. And also it'll make it a little bit more pliable, so when you're trying to get your shirt and pull it over, it won't be as rigid. So I hope this helps. As usual, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out, and we'll do what we can to help you make your sublimation journey easier.